Welcome to A Space to Speak Your Mind,
a radio programme and a podcast about mental health and well-being,
made by people with lived experience as part of a wellbeing group run by Cornwall Mind.
We do occasionally cover subjects that some listeners may find distressing.
For more information, help and support, please visit cornwallmind.org.
A Space to Speak Your Mind with Cornwall Mind.
Hi, I'm Karen.
Hi, I'm Harvey.
On today's show, Harvey will be telling us how art and music helps his mental health, and he'll be playing us a couple of songs in the studio.
And Heather from Cornwall Mind and Phillip Lyons will be telling us about the upcoming art exhibition in Truro.
First, let's find out what's happening at Cornwall Mind this month with Joe.
A Space to Speak Your Mind with Cornwall Mind.
Thanks, guys. Well, I certainly have to just give a really big shout out to our absolutely amazing marathon runners. Oh my goodness, Sunday, it was just great. I was glued to the TV, didn't spot any of them. It's really hard because there were so many. But Gemma, Harry, Hen and Fabs, absolutely fantastic. They've raised so much money. We're looking at over £15,000, and that's without gift aid. And money's still coming in. So we should be looking at over 20,000. I mean, just incredible. And each of them had their own unique personal stories around mental health. So it really did mean so much to them. We're just so proud of them. And Lucy, our community engagement officer, went along to cheer them on. I think she spotted 3 of them, but oh my goodness, what a day. And the exciting thing is we've now opened our Cornwall Mind Silver Bond Marathon places for next year. So if you've been inspired by this year's marathon, fancy giving it a go, we really want to hear from you. So if you visit cornwallmind.org, we've got a tab that says supporters, and you'll find the marathon page there with the form, all the details and how we can support you with your fundraising. It'd be great to hear from you. So we're incredibly proud to be the chosen charity partner for the Great Estate Festival for the 2nd year running. Tickets are still available, and donations for Cornwall Mind can be made directly through the ticket page, which is amazing. And we'll be there all weekend. We're going to be offering toasties and cups of tea and offering wellbeing support. So if you're planning to go to the Great Estate Festival this year, it's the 29th to the 31st of May. We'll see you there. Mental Health Awareness Week is just around the corner. That's 11th to the 17th of May. A great opportunity to raise awareness of mental health and to start those really important conversations. And we've got a few events planned for that. So we're really looking forward to the week. So we're going to be displaying a really lovely Cornwall Mind art exhibition at the Arts Cafe in Truro for the week. All the work there has been created by artists from our wellbeing group. So it's really lovely. Each piece reflects creativity, expression, and the journey towards wellbeing. As we know, creative activities can really help support mental health. So this exhibition is just a brilliant chance to celebrate just how much our artists have accomplished their own individual art journeys. So we'd just love you to come along and enjoy the artwork and maybe even inspire you to give it a go yourself. So that's 11th to the 17th of May, and that will be at Truro Arts Cafe. Also happening this Mental Health Awareness Week is our Sunrise Walk at Trelisic in Truro. It's happening on Friday the 15th of May at 5:15am. Yes, you did hear that correctly, 5:15am. It's a sunrise walk. So in partnership with our friends at National Trust Trelisic, we're just inviting people to come along, embrace the sunrise, breathe in the fresh morning air, and give your wellbeing a little boost. It's literally for anybody, and it's a chance to just reconnect with yourself, the world around you. Just come along for the walk, conversation, or just the quiet of the morning. Everybody's welcome. So that's Friday the 15th of May at 5:15am, and you can book a free ticket on the Trelisic website and also on cornwallmind.org. If you follow us on social media, you may have seen that we've launched a lot of new groups recently. So that's really exciting. We've got some new walking groups. We had one already in Weybridge, but we've now extended that and we're offering one in Redruth, Newquay and Truro. And they're fortnightly groups, all running between 10 and 12. All the details are on our website, cornwallmind.org. The walks last about 2 hours, and it's a chance to improve both your mental and physical health. So it's just a lovely chance to have a chat, take in the nature, and improve your well-being overall. We've also launched quite a few new Supportive Minds groups. We already offered them in Looe, Liskeard and Newquay, and those groups run monthly. But we've extended that and we're offering them in Penzance, Hale, Wadebridge, Redruth, Boscastle and Bodmin. Those groups all run fortnightly, and they're based around the 5 ways to wellbeing, which are connect, keep learning, be active, take notice and give. Really lovely groups where you can just connect with other people and learn some new skills to improve your well-being, new ways of coping when life can be a little bit tricky, and just feel good about life and improve your quality of life, I suppose, which is really important. And the groups are all free, so it's really easy to refer yourself. You just go to our website, cornwallmind.org, and there's a button that says referral form. Just fill in your form and we'll be in touch very soon to have a chat and hopefully get you started on the group. We offer a support, it's called Hope Walks, and it's a specific support for people that may have been bereaved by suicide. And we offer these walks in various towns across Cornwall, and we're just launching our Truro evening walk. So that will be once a month on a Monday evening from 6 o'clock till about 8 o'clock. And that is specific support for people that have been bereaved by suicide. It doesn't matter how long ago it was, but it's a chance for you to come along and talk or not, but just be with people that understand what you might be going through. And for all the latest news about our groups, you can sign up to our newsletter, and you can sign up at the bottom of any page on our website. And you can also follow us on social media. We're on LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook.
A space to speak your mind with Cornwall Mind.
Hello, and we've got a guest. We've got Heather Taylor in the studio with us today, who runs the Cornwall Mind Art Group. There's also myself, Karen, and Harvey, and we have online Phillip, Lyons. So hi Heather, thank you for coming in.
Oh, hello. Thank you for inviting me.
So I believe there's an art exhibition soon running on the 11th to the 17th of May in the Truro Arts Cafe. Would you like to tell me a little bit about it?
Yeah, I'd love to. It's an art exhibition which Phillip, Lyons and myself have collaborated with. It's taken a little while to come off the ground, I must be honest with you, but we're finally there and we're so excited. We've now gathered, I think, about 42 artworks from all our wonderful artists in the wellbeing groups, and they're going to be displayed, as you said, in Truro Arts Cafe during the Mental Health Awareness Week, which we're also very excited about. So yes, it's going to be a chance for everyone to see their artworks in such a wonderful location and hopefully to value the accomplishments that they've made along their art journeys with Cornwall Mind.
And how have the people got on? Were they all artists originally when they joined the group?
Absolutely not. I'd say the majority of people that have come along to the art groups have had very little, if no art experience. I think it's that wonderful opportunity to gain experience and knowledge in something that we all know benefits our health and well-being, and especially our mental health and well-being creativity can offer us. So no, in answer to that, hardly any of the artists have had any experience, which is even more exciting because it's a journey of discovery for everyone.
You also do art yourself, don't you, Harvey?
I do, yes. It's a continuous thing I do each night. I believe you're an artist yourself, Heather.
I do dabble in my spare time, Harvey, yes.
Yeah. And your medium is acrylic, did you say?
I love trying all sorts, to be honest.
Right,
yeah, I'm one of those have-a-go people. I'll have a go at anything. And sometimes you discover things that you wouldn't have even expected would have gone together. But I think my favoured medium would be watercolour. That's purely because there's no mess to clear up from and it's easier to organise. So if I have a spare half an hour, it's watercolour that I would gravitate towards.
So we're going to also have a chat to Phillip now as well.
Hi there. Hello.
Hi Phillip, thank you for joining us. So you yourself volunteer for Cornwall Mind, although it's slightly different volunteering than art, but you are an artist yourself. What sort of art do you prefer?
I'm hopefully open-minded and enjoy looking at lots of art. I've enjoyed working for Mind especially, and as Heather was saying, it's just such a wonderful way for people to get involved in doing things. One, just keeping yourself occupied. The other thing is making things that you didn't realise you could do, really, and also an idea of sort of expressing yourself. just sort of surprising yourself sometimes with the art materials. So I'm part of the Mind allotment group where a lot of growing is going on and growing plants and things. And we also have a table, usually outside, and people are sort of drawing things very often connected to the allotment. And it's a very positive experience, and it's just wonderful, partly because they can be involved in gardening and growing things there, and then sort of growing things in their imagination from making paintings. And so the exhibition we're putting on will have a few of those examples from those days, really.
That sounds amazing. It's almost like art is life and life is art. You never know where the inspiration will come from.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's wonderful to watch what comes up. It's very surprising. We never know what's going to take somebody's, imagination and they're off, it's fantastic. Mainly using acrylic paints because they're quite easy to use. You can use them very thin like a watercolour and they dry quite quickly. So something can be done in an hour or two and can complete something quite quickly. It's a very versatile medium, really.
The art group you're involved with, the allotment, do you find that the subject is mainly plants, what people paint?
It can be quite a wide variety. Sometimes people are just imagining things, so whatever's on their mind, really. Some people are painting people they've known from photographs sometimes. Sometimes they're painting what's in front of them, so the allotment itself and the background with all the houses and trees in the background and the river sometimes. All those things seem to come into the artwork, really.
So yourself and Heather have done the collaboration to do with the Truro Arts Cafe display. How did that come about?
Well, I had mentioned it to the people in Mind, and they said that I should get in touch with Heather because Heather's been running a group for many years, and a very stable group, really, that's provided wonderful opportunity for many people with mental health issues. So I was encouraged to get in touch with her, and as soon as I did, it started to take off. So when I was trying to do it on my own, nothing much was happening. But once I got in touch with Heather, things seemed to move along. And although it's taken a while to get there, we've had amazing support from Mind and from Truro Arts. They've really opened up to let us use their space, been incredibly encouraging, and they've also encouraged other galleries like Cornwall Contemporary in Penzance, and Sarah Britton Mansfield has got in touch with all her artists. And, all kinds of things have happened, really, to sort of open up the idea of Mind, because Mind is also doing an online auction at some point. And I think it's just incredible how supported these things are becoming.
It's great how sort of things lead on to something else, isn't it?
Yes, it really seems to be opening up at the moment. It's wonderful.
What kind of the experiences do the group members have through the arts?
Well, it always amazes me how when someone arrives at the group, and especially if they've had no art experience, how much value that the art provides to them, and the journey that they're on is a journey of discovery, very much about themselves, to be honest. Sometimes those self-critical thoughts can be quite overwhelming, and it can really sometimes paralyse people in a way as to being able to open up and allow themselves the joyfulness that art can provide us. And then after a few weeks, when they begin to discover that actually I can do this, all I need to have is that willingness to have a go, and they realise I'm not as bad as I thought. And then the more they progress, the more they come, the more value their art seems to provide for them, and the joy just suddenly unfolds. And I think the biggest takeaway is when they go home and they find that time for themselves at home to express themselves, and that's when everything starts unfolding and their art journey truly begins.
I would say that the great thing about probably drawing and painting is there isn't really a right way of doing things. Everybody's way is an individual way, and therefore it's non-judgmental in many ways. So people can do something and express themselves, and sometimes it's just mirroring back to themselves about what they've done. It doesn't have to be perfect, or it doesn't have to look like what anybody else has ever done before. And very often it then helps them find words. I was an art therapist before I was doing this volunteering work. And so art therapy or art can allow you to find words which allow you then to communicate more easily with other people. So first of all, you might do an image which you hadn't really considered you were going to make, but actually it can help you find some words from your unconscious sometimes and really help move you on a bit and make you sort of more in touch with your feelings. So that's something that we found just happens sitting around the table with a group of people painting away, and suddenly some sort of communication happens. It's a very lovely thing to happen in a safe group like that. And Tony at the allotment creates a very safe environment for people to talk and just talk to each other, really.
It's just amazing, really, how focusing on something can really unlock your mind, you know, when you're living with a mental health condition. With your art groups, do they still all draw, or has any of them gone on to do it as their main role?
Well, it's funny you should ask that, because we do have, I don't know how many, because obviously I'm not privy to know what happens to people when they move on from the art groups, but we have had feedback from one lady who came to the art group, and she originally had an art background but hadn't had any confidence in even bothering to try to draw or paint or do anything until she came to the group. And from her time within the group, she now actually pays for an artworks space, and she's been producing art and selling it. So that's wonderful to know.
That's amazing, isn't it? That she's making a living out of something she enjoys. And obviously the course really helped because she stopped painting, and that obviously gave her the confidence and the inspiration to, you know, start again.
And I do think that that's key. Once we begin to build our confidence and our self-esteem in our own ability, then it just takes off. And you no longer have those fears that sometimes hold you back. And you'll happily sit down with a pencil or take a pencil and a sketchbook with you. And as Philip was saying, there's no one there to judge you. I always use this phrase, compare and despair. We don't compare our work with anybody else's. It's our unique footprint. Whatever we produce comes from our souls, and we should celebrate that.
Heather, when does the art exhibition take place?
Well, we're very, very fortunate because it's going to be coinciding with the Mental Health Awareness Week, which is the 11th of May to the 17th of May, inclusive. And it'll be running in the Truro Arts Cafe, obviously during their working hours. So, yes, it's going to be open to absolutely everyone.
I think Heather and I have talked about the fact that an art exhibition like this shows value really for what these people have done. And very often their artwork isn't very seen because it's done in a group or whatever. But they're very keen to have their work displayed. And I think it gives them a lot of self-esteem to see their work on a wall. And I think that's why Heather and I are so excited about this show happening.
I'd like to thank Philip and also Heather for being on the show today. Thank you very much. It's lovely to chat.
Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to say something. So thank you very much indeed.
A space to speak your mind with Cornwall Mind.
So today we have Harvey on the show.
Hello.
And also we have Claire.
Hi.
And we have Karen.
Hello.
So we're going to find out a bit about Harvey today. If you could just give us an introduction.
I was born up Sheffield 1960 and moved down to Cornwall in 2010. I always liked painting and music, although I never took it serious till I came to Cornwall and I was on my own. So the painting and the music came later on in my life rather than as I was a child. I've always liked music, but as I said, I never played it, an instrument while I was younger, only very rare. But I did, as a teenager, I did join a band and I were a drummer in a band, and we did actually do the working man clubs in Sheffield. So it's only like now, in my later life, the last few years or so, that I've took it serious.
What projects are you involved with at the moment, Harvey?
At the moment, I do a lot of painting, artwork, and I'm doing a showcase for the Salvation Army, which is in June sometime. So I'll be showing a few paintings at their hall. I do try and sell paintings in a gallery down in Marrow Zion, and I supply a shop in Falmouth with my paintings as well. I give a lot of paintings to charity, and same with music. If we can do anything musically wise, charity, I like to get involved with that. But at the moment, the projects, it's barely just a personal painting and my own enjoyment for music.
So have you got a theme of paintings that you like to do?
I do, because I was born in Sheffield. I've always had that strong connection to the industrial scene, the back-to-back houses and the yards, and it's always been with me. And now I'm painting, I'm bringing that out in my paintings. And it's a lot like Lowry, L.S. Lowry, although I didn't know about Lowry. I was already painting the figures, matchstick figures type of thing, and the houses and the back-to-back houses and things. I weren't aware of Lowry, so I'm not copying him, I just paint like him. And that flavour of the industrial, I can try and get the smells and the textures and everything into a painting. It all comes from my childhood.
That sounds amazing. What medium do you like to paint in?
I used to use oils, but the acrylics now that are really advanced, that I use acrylic. Although when I finish the painting, it does look like an oil painting. It's not watery based at all. It does look a oily finish. So yeah, it's the acrylic. Although I do use mixed medium, so there'd be pencil crayon, there'd be ink, all water-based type of soluble things, yeah.
Okay, so I would like to know, how has being part of a band helped you with your well-being? For instance, performing with others, sharing the same experience, socialising, meeting people with the same musical talent as yourself?
I think it's because with a band you've got like a common interest, and the music, and it's all from the soul. You can feel the organic, the resonance from music, and from the people who you're associated with through music, like that common goal where they express the energy from it. So the mental well-being I get from music, I absorb it from the other members of the group who I'm with. I think that's what it does. We absorb all the energies. It's a really lovely feeling to express it and to absorb it. So you're giving as you're receiving.
Do you find it affects your well-being differently, performing with other people or working on your own individually painting?
I think the actual release I get, the pleasure is about equal. They're in different contexts. When I'm playing music, it's with a group and I enjoy that association, although I'm just as happy just playing my guitar on my own in a solitary room. And same with painting. I don't paint with other people, I just paint on my own.
Yes.
I still get a lovely, pleasurable feeling from painting as I do from playing. So they're both the same in different contexts.
Harvey, do you ever, while you're painting, listen to any particular music?
I've tried listening to music, but I can't seem to concentrate. What I do find is when I'm painting, I'm remembering dreams from our childhood keep coming back to me, and they come really strong. I'm like channeling, I don't know, but it feels like that. But while I'm doing it, the dream will just come to me, and I know I had that dream, but I was a child. They keep coming, so I must be like going into a hypnotic state when I'm painting, not realising it. But it's really nice, calming. I like it, and I like to do more of it. Yeah, you go into like a meditative state type of thing, yeah. I'm very self-critical when I'm painting. I don't find it very good. If I've finished a painting, I see it years later, I think, my gosh, that looks good. So while I'm actually doing it, I don't think it's very good. But I know they're okay, yeah. But I think that a lot of artists or whatever are self-critical. You know.
How long does it take you to complete a painting, or is it different ones?
I don't actually time it, but it depends. If I'm in that type of mood, I'm inspired, I could quite finish it within a few hours. But then again, it don't usually happen like that. I can start my underpainting and I can get that done in 20 minutes. Then I start overworking it and I kind of lose it. So I'm bouncing back and forth, losing it, bringing it back together. then losing it again. But I have about 4 paintings on at the same time. So I go from one painting to another to keep myself inspired, thinking, oh, well, that'll look good on that painting. And I have these 4 paintings usually on my easel. Yeah, I'm multitasking while I'm painting.
Is that a big easel then? Do you have a really big, large easel so you can fit all your paintings on?
Well, the paintings, I've got 3 easels in my paint room. At the moment, I've got 2 pictures on one easel because they're only small. But I've got my painters all on my wall as well, so I can see a painting. I thought, I'll try that one. So I'll take it off the wall and work on that one as well. So the actual time, I can't really put a time limit how it takes me. I'll think, well, what I've just done on that will look good in this painting. So I'll swap it over, take it off the wall and put it on easel, and then put the other one on wall and leave that for a bit. So I'm swapping and changing all the time.
Do you get frustrated?
Some days, yeah. I feel as though it's inside me and I want to put it down on canvas. It just won't come out. So I've got to leave it, come out of the paint room and do something else. And then something really silly will inspire me. I'll see something in a shop window or on Facebook or whatever, and that'll send me inspiration back up again. And there's times where I just can't wait to get back home to get painting.
So now we're going to listen to some music that you're going to play. What's it called?
This song's called The Speed of Loneliness, and it's by John Prine, an American artist. Trouble in mind, it's true, but I won't be blue always, where the sun is gonna shine my back door someday. I'm going down take my rocking chair. If the blues don't leave, I'm gonna rock away from here. Trouble in mind, it is true. Well, my heart, it heals slow. Times I feel I wanna stay, and there are times I wanna go. I'm gonna lay my head on a lonesome railroad line. I'll let the 219 special, oh, he's my word mine. I'll let the 219 special, he's my worried mind.
Well, that was brilliant. Yeah, I enjoyed listening to that.
Thank you.
Well done. So, have you got a favourite type of music, or does it vary?
My favourite type of music is blues, happy blues. It don't make me feel blue when I'm singing, but that's the type of music I prefer. I do have a wide range from classical to jazz, ragtime, blues. Yes.
Brilliant. Is it difficult to learn how to do the finger slide?
It's not particularly difficult now. I used to play the guitar as normal guitar, so the slide guitar, now I've learnt it, I would say, it would probably be easier for me to play, or anybody else really to play.
I can imagine it takes a great deal of confidence to be able to perform in front of other people. Do you find that?
I'm really surprised at myself that I'm able to sing in front of somebody. I found if there's a big audience, it's easier for me to sing than to a few people.
Oh, that's very interesting.
If it's just a few, I feel more embarrassed, I think. But if it's a big audience, for some reason I've got more confidence. But I couldn't talk, I have to sing. There's no way I could get up and do a lecture. I'm okay singing, but talking I won't be able to. So I've got confidence in the singing, but not getting up talking,
Do you play any other instruments, Harvey?
I played drums. I played them when I was a teenager. I don't play a full kit now. I just play the one drum. I play the bron, which is like an Irish drum. I play that at the Cornish sessions, which I like to go to as well. I'm still learning the keyboards. I want to learn, I think it's a lovely instrument. The piano, that's what I want to progress to. So I've got the drums, the piano, and the guitars.
How many guitars do you have at home?
I've got 2 resonator guitars, which they're like the blues type. I've got a normal classical guitar, and then I've just got like a normal acoustic steel strung guitar. I've got a baritone ukulele, so that's so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guitars. I've got a mandolin as well, but I don't play that. So I think I've got 5 up to now,
So what happens at these Cornish sessions with music?
The Cornish sessions are the Cornish tunes. There's fiddles, accordions, drums, and they play a lot of Cornish folk songs. The one I attend is at a pub called Countryman, which is every Monday night. So if anybody can get there, it's a good evening to go to. They do a lot of dancing. I think they call it Cayley dancing. The Wednesday night is another one at the same pub. That's the Americana night. That's where I play my blues.
So you're going to play another song next. Can you tell us a bit about that?
This song is a blues song. So I don't know who actually recorded it. So I don't know the originator. Because it's a blues song, I like it. Come home late and you come home early. Come home big, you feel it small. Come home straight and you come home curly. Sometimes you don't come home at all. What in the world has come over you? What in heaven's names have you done? You broke the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. I've got a heart that burns with fever. I got a worried and a jealous mind. How can a love go last forever when we're so far behind. What in the world has come over you? What in heaven's names have you done? You broke the speed of the sound of loneliness. You're out there running just to be on the run. Mighty mean and dreadful sorrow, I crossed that awful line today. How can we think about tomorrow? We ain't got one word to say. What in the world has come over you? What in heaven's names have you done? You broke the speed of the sound of loneliness.
So we have Harvey with us. Now we will learn about the Morris dancing.
Right, well, it's not the actual dancing I do. I play the drum for the Morris, so the dancers can keep in beat.
Where does this come from, Morris dance?
I think the Morris dancing and the Morris as an organisation, I think it stems from the Druids. I could be wrong, I'm not sure. There's different types of Morris dancing. The one I'm involved with is where they have sticks and they jump about and clash the sticks, and we all get dressed up in tassels and top hats and
Sounds great fun.
And kilts, and yeah, it's really good. I do it all for fun, all for my well-being, as my mental well-being, so yeah, that's why I do it.
Sounds brilliant. Is it an open group? Can anybody join the group?
Yeah, there's quite a few groups, so yeah, I'd encourage it as well. If you wanted to do it, go for it, yeah.
What other instruments are involved?
The group where I'm in, the Order of the Geebs, they've got a hurdy-gurdy. It's got the same sound as a violin. There's a ukulele, there's fiddles, play the fiddles, the whistles. So there's all the folk type of instruments. So
how many of you?
There's about 15, I think. So it's quite a big group, and it's very energetic. A lot of shouting, a lot of stick banging. Yeah, it's really nice. I personally can't choose which is the best one, but if I had to choose one, it'd probably be the Morris dancing, purely because you've got the association with the people, the socialising with the group, and they're all like-minded, really nice souls. And for me, because I play the drum, and when I'm banging the drum, I can feel it inside, the beat. It just gives you something extra. So I'd say the Morris dancing.
Do you feel contented and satisfied overall, or do you feel like there's still something missing in your life at all?
I feel gradually I'm getting to my point, my path where I'm following, which I am planned to follow this path, but I feel as though I'm following a path.
Okay.
And I'm coming to a point where I'm getting content.
Yeah, I think you've got an amazing sort of counterbalance with your hobbies. Obviously with the music, you're socialising, you're creating. I think it's wonderful that you're keeping like the heritage music going as well.
Yeah.
You know, the Cornish music inspired by folklore and the land. But also I think your art gives you a chance to be creative, but it gives you some downtime because you're by yourself and you can chill.
The folklore, as you mentioned, I'm putting that into my paintings as well. There's certain things what are coming through me. It's like my childhood memories, but there's a lot of organic folklore going into my paintings. There's like I'm taking a different turning with my paintings as well.
That's brilliant. So one is influencing the other, but in a positive way that grows.
Yeah.
As you do. Yeah. Excellent.
It's really good.
Thank you for the inspiration.
Yeah, thank you.
Learning more about creative outlet and it's all really useful and helpful for us all to know and learn for mental well-being.
If you missed anything, you can download the podcast right now on Apple, Spotify and Amazon Podcasts.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to hear a new episode when it comes out, or listen back to any of our previous programmes.
For support and more information for better mental health, visit cornwallmind.org or call the Mind helpline during office hours on 0300 123 3393.
Or call the NHS Crisis Hotline on 111 and then press 2.
This gives you another way to get urgent help if you're struggling with your mental health.
And you can call Samaritans anytime for free on 116 123.
If you'd like to be a part of the show, get in contact.
Email aspacetospeakyourmind@gmail.com.
And you can also find out more about the show if you follow Cornwall Mind on Facebook, Instagram,
or on their website, cornwallmind.org.
A space to speak your mind with Cornwall Mind.